Ever felt like your own thoughts are, I don't know, holding you captive?
Mm.
Maybe you find yourself constantly blaming other people or things or just dwelling on past mistakes
Hmm.
or endlessly worrying about what's next.
Yeah, that sounds familiar for a lot of people.
What if? What if a lot of that suffering isn't just happening to you, but is actually something you're inadvertently sort of creating yourself?
That's a big question.
It is. And today, we're embarking on a deep dive into a really influential work from back in the late 1970s. It's Dr. Wayne Dyer's book, Your Erroneous Zones.
Ah, a classic, really groundbreaking at the time.
Totally. It became this huge personal development phenomenon. Inspired millions, really, to take charge of their emotions, their happiness, and the core message. Still so powerful today.
Absolutely.
So our mission for you today is to unpack Dyer's insights, this core idea that many struggles we face actually stem from these destructive mental habits. He calls them erroneous zones.
It's a great phrase.
Isn't it? We'll explore how spotting these zones can empower you, help you reclaim control, find some real inner freedom, and, live with more purpose and joy.
And it's truly fascinating how relevant these ideas still are, decades later. This deep dive, it's built from a summary that's really designed for listening.
Right.
The kind of format you find on platforms like Audible, for instance, which offer tons of audiobooks and podcasts. Often you might find a first-month free deal, which is a great gateway to this kind of transformative knowledge. Makes it super accessible.
Okay, so let's unpack this core idea then. Because it's simple, but also, well, kind of revolutionary for a lot of people.
Definitely.
Dyer's central message.
Yeah.
Much of the suffering we experience is actually self-created.
Right. It's not necessarily the external stuff.
Exactly. It's these erroneous zones, these destructive patterns of thinking and behaving that we just sort of fall into.
Yeah.
Unconsciously, maybe.
Yeah, habits of mind.
And he argues these habits are insidious. They hold us back, they drain our energy, and crucially, they stop us from really being present.
Which is the only place life actually exists, right?
That's what he says. So what's the bigger picture here? What's the implication?
Well, the implication is huge. It means that if we can identify these zones and not just see them, but actively work to dismantle them.
Take them apart.
Yeah, and replace them with healthier ways of thinking, more empowering ways. We can fundamentally reclaim control over our lives.
Okay.
It's like a blueprint for achieving real personal freedom, purpose, joy. It shifts the whole game from things happen to me to I control my response.
That idea of control brings us straight to what feels like the absolute cornerstone of Dyer's whole philosophy.
Yeah.
Personal responsibility.
Yes. Foundational.
He really emphasizes, unequivocally, that no one else is ultimately responsible for your emotions, your choices, or how meaningful your life feels.
That's a tough one for some people to hear.
It really can be.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how often we say or hear things like, my boss made me angry, or my parents made me this way.
Or I can't be happy because of these circumstances.
Exactly. We point fingers outwards, partners, jobs, the past.
Right. And Dyer isn't saying bad things don't happen or that external events don't impact us. Of course they do.
Yeah.
But what he's stressing is that our response to those events, how we interpret them, that's what truly determines how we feel.
So if you believe someone else makes you angry.
You're essentially handing them your remote control. You're giving away your power.
Ah, okay.
True freedom, he argues, starts with recognizing that the power to choose your emotional state, no matter what's happening outside, is always within you. That's the first essential step to dismantling those erroneous zones, taking ownership.
Okay, so once we embrace that responsibility, Dyer quickly zooms in on two of the most destructive zones for so many of us. Guilt about the past and worry about the future.
The big two.
Yeah. And he basically says they're both emotional black holes. They just suck the life out of the present moment, the only place we actually live.
Totally.
Guilt keeps us chained to stuff that's over. Done. Can't be changed. Just replaying mistakes, regrets, if only.
Like driving while staring only in the rearview mirror.
Exactly. And worry. That's just fear projected forward.
Yeah.
Inventing problems.
Yeah.
Suffering about them before they even happen.
Paying interest on a debt you might never owe, right?
Right.
Yeah, and Dyer's take on this isn't about just ignoring your feelings. It's about redirecting energy.
No, so?
He literally calls guilt and worry wasted emotions because they serve no constructive purpose now.
Okay.
So instead, he challenges us. Learn the lesson from the past quickly without beating yourself up over it.
Extract the learning, then move on.
Exactly. And then consciously shift that mental energy to doing something constructive now for the future. Plan, prepare, sure, but don't obsess. By focusing fully on the present, you get peace of mind and you become more effective. It's about engaging with what is, not what was or what might be.
That focus on the present, on taking responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
it leads right into another big erroneous zone he identifies, needing approval from others.
Constantly.
Oh yeah, the approval trap. It's exhausting, isn't it? So many people spend their lives trying to please family, friends, bosses, society, often sacrificing their own happiness, their own real desires.
Their own values, even.
Definite. And, okay, getting a compliment feels good, right? External approval isn't bad.
But depending on it.
That's the key. Depending on it, makes us incredibly vulnerable. Our self-worth gets tied to someone else's opinion, which can change in a second.
Leaves you open to manipulation, disappointment.
Right.
It's a very common trap.
So what's Dyer's alternative?
He hammers this home. True self-worth has to come from within. It can't be outsourced.
Can't rely on external validation.
Nope. Living authentically, he says, sometimes means making choices others don't get or don't approve of.
Okay.
And that independence of thought, of action, that's crucial for self-actualization, for becoming who you're really meant to be. It's about building that inner core of self-acceptance, not chasing likes, literally or figuratively.
Think about all the energy that goes into trying to fit someone else's mold.
Exactly. Which, speaking of wasted energy, brings us to anger. Another really destructive zone Dyer tackles.
Right. Anger might feel justified sometimes in the heat of the moment.
Sure, it's a natural emotion.
But how often does it actually solve anything? Usually it just damages relationships, clouds your judgment,
Makes things worse. And then there's resentment, which is like anger you carry around long term.
holding on to it.
Yeah, and that becomes this slow poison, just eroding your well-being from the inside out.
So is he saying just suppress anger? Never feel it?
Not suppress necessarily, but transform the response. Instead of holding on to it, letting it consume you,
Yeah.
he suggests practicing acceptance. Okay, this happened, this is the situation, and then immediately shifting to calm, constructive problem solving.
So acknowledge it, but don't dwell in it.
Precisely. Anger burns energy uselessly. Calm action creates solutions. By letting go of grudges, refusing to nurse resentment, you protect your own peace. You free up that energy for what actually matters.
Protecting our peace. That connects right back to another theme running through the book, getting free from external control.
Definitely.
Dyer observes that too many of us let other people dictate our moods, our decisions, even how we feel about ourselves.
Through criticism, manipulation, expectations.
Yeah. And the result is you end up living life in reaction mode instead of consciously creating it.
Totally. And Dyer insists that real personal freedom means setting boundaries, clearly,
You have to draw the line.
and assert your right to live by your own values. This isn't about being selfish, he clarifies.
Okay.
It's about recognizing you are the ultimate authority in your own life, your own internal world. You have to stop giving away your power to that critical relative, that demanding boss, even just vague societal pressure.
That's how you find genuine independence, owning your life.
Exactly. Owning it.
Which brings us, I think, to the very heart of it all, the antidote to so many of these zones, self-love.
Yes. Crucial.
And let's be clear, like you said, this isn't arrogance or narcissism. Dyer means genuine respect for yourself.
A fundamental self-acceptance.
Yeah, because you see it all the time, right?
Mhm.
People are way kinder, more forgiving to their friends than they are to themselves.
Oh, definitely. Constant self-criticism, undervaluing achievements, putting their own needs last.
And that self-neglect is so damaging. It just feeds low confidence, makes you more dependent on that external approval we talked about.
Absolutely. And what's so transformative about Dyer's approach here is that learning to love yourself means treating yourself with compassion, like you would a dear friend. Celebrating your progress, even small steps, giving yourself permission to seek joy, and, really importantly, refusing to engage in self-destructive thinking or behavior.
So when you truly value yourself,
When that self-love is there, you naturally start making healthier choices, more empowering choices. In relationships, work, health, everything. It becomes your internal compass.
guiding you toward what's genuinely good for you.
Right.
And maybe the most empowering thread woven through everything is this focus on living fully in the present moment.
The power of now, essentially.
Yeah. The present, Dyer reminds us, is it. It's the only place life is actually happening, the only time you can act, feel, create, connect.
It sounds so simple that it's profound.
It is,
Yeah.
because so many people, he points out, waste their lives stuck in the past, the guilt, the regret or lost in the future, the worry, the anxiety.
Rehashing yesterday or pre-living tomorrow.
Exactly. But happiness, growth, richness, it only exists now.
It's easy to grasp intellectually, but harder to actually live it.
Totally. So how do we do that? How do we embody it?
Well, that's where the practice comes in. Consistently bringing your focus back to the present.
Okay.
That lets you direct your energy to what's meaningful now, to constructive action now. Dyer really encourages mindfulness in everyday life.
It's noticing things.
Yeah, simply noticing your thoughts, feelings, body sensations, what's around you, but without judgment.
Ah, the non-judgment part is key.
Crucial, because that awareness, that non-judgmental observation, lets you step outside those old automatic habits. You can see an erroneous zone starting up.
Like the urge to worry or blame.
Exactly, and because you see it clearly, you can consciously choose a different response. A new, empowering one. It's the ultimate way to reclaim your mental space and create your life, literally moment by moment.
Creating your life. That makes me think of another zone he talks about. Procrastination.
Ah, the stalling tactic.
Yeah. Putting things off. It often comes from fear, right? Fear of failure, maybe rejection.
Even fear of success, sometimes.
Really interesting. But whatever the fear, procrastination just feeds the anxiety, the self-doubt.
Yeah.
Keeps you stuck.
It does. It masquerades as being careful, but really it's self-sabotage. It drains energy, makes you feel inadequate.
So what's the fix, according to Dyer?
Simple, but powerful. Action.
Just do it.
Pretty much. Even imperfect action. Action creates momentum. Hesitation breeds stagnation. He teaches that taking even the smallest, messiest first step is way better than just waiting forever.
Breaks the inertia.
Exactly. It builds confidence, opens up possibilities you'd never see if you just stayed on the sidelines thinking about it. Take the step. Any step.
Okay, so tying this all together, it feels like the ultimate takeaway from your erroneous zones is, well, that happiness is a choice.
That's the core message, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not something that just happens to you or that someone else gives you. It's something you actively cultivate.
Through how you choose to think, how you choose to live, day by day.
By spotting and dismantling those destructive habits, the guilt, the worry, the resentment, needing approval.
Right. And by consciously choosing personal responsibility, self-love, being present.
You unlock the ability to live authentically, joyfully.
Precisely. Life becomes less about being pushed around by external stuff and more about actively creating your inner world, which then shapes your outer reality, designing your life from the inside out.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, that powerful message from your erroneous zones really stays with you, doesn't it? You are basically the author of your own life.
Yeah. The power to choose happiness, freedom, purpose. It's within you.
It really is.
And the sources really hammer this home. If you can truly let go of that heavy baggage, guilt about the past, anxiety about the future.
Stop chasing approval.
Refuse to let anger or resentment run the show. Choose action over procrastination.
Then what?
Then you start living fully in the present moment. And in that present moment, that's where the real gift is. The power to choose your own happiness. It becomes undeniable.
So what does this mean for you, listening right now? As you think about this, maybe consider which erroneous zone might be subtly running in the background for you.
Yeah. Holding you back, maybe without you even realizing.
Exactly. What's one small conscious action you could take, like today, to reclaim just a little piece of that personal freedom Dyer talks about?
Even a tiny shift can make a difference.
It really can. We hope this deep dive inspires you to look at your own thought patterns, maybe let go of some habits that aren't serving you anymore, and embrace that freedom of living authentically.
It comes back to that relationship with yourself.
Absolutely. Remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. Value it, nurture it, and from that strong core, everything else starts to flourish.